This guy's called the Standing Streamer.
From Wrestling with Regret, and you're watching Putting You Over.
Boom. How's it going? What's going on? Welcome to Putting You Over. I'm the Standing Streamer, and I realize I have not set up the cameras to find out if my laptop can be seen in the stream.
Stuff, like
nice.
And shit.
What is his handle on Twitch?
Arctic Bjorn or Bjorn, BJORN. It's like Nordic or something.
All right, we'll get that in post.
Yeah.
All right, let's. I mean, you're here, so let's just go over. I'm talking to myself here on the scenes. First of all, thank you for taking the time out of your busy life. I'm sure life is busy for me. It's busy for Vanessa, and busy for yourself. So, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. It's been a pretty chill day.
Yeah, it's been insane here.
I got a reason to not train today because I needed to do an interview. So
yeah, there you go.
I get a day off.
Wait, I'm the interview you have to do?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, look at us. Look at us, Vanessa. We helping people.
We're moving on up.
Yeah, we're helping people on cheat days.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
I was like, I could eat ice cream today. I ain't got to work out.
Yeah, that's how we should pitch the show. Well, you know, you can use it as a cheat day. You know, you got to do an interview.
Yeah. Also, just fair warning, if I say anything that's kind of rude or like shitty, it's not me, it's Rachel. I'm trying, because like if we're gonna do the whole Elena thing, like I don't want to be like nice in myself, and then once she shows up, be like, go fuck yourself, like be mean, you know what I mean? So like I might be have a little like attitude and shit, but it's just me working. I'm not actually trying to be rude.
If
we believe in kayfabe here.
If I say you look exhausted, it's not me. It's not Kevin. It's the Standing Streamer that says that.
You're like, if I say you look like a ghost because of your lights.
If I say you're washed out because of your brother-in-law's setup, he's got to have that clean light for his green screen by Elgato. That's not me. That's not Kevin, the dad. That's the Standing Streamer. But yes, we do believe.
Is that better or worse?
I'm just kidding. I have sunglasses. I can't even tell.
No, it's just bothering me now.
Maybe whoever's in the chat, blow up man, D-Rod. I don't even think D-Rod knows what the word washed out means. So
there we go.
There you go.
Okay.
That's
I think that's better.
But yeah, it's
turn them down.
It's I was just saying before you got on, like I'm sweating like terribly down here because it's September. It's September 8th, so it doesn't get as hot at night. So we don't have the air conditioning on in our house, and I'm down here in the man cave in the bar, and when the AC is on, it kicks on down here, and it's great. It's not on now, and that's a problem. Like November, December to be fine. Now, not so much.
Thank you for mentioning that. 1 second.
There you go. See, I'm here for cheat days. I'm here for air conditioning. What else are we here for, Vanessa? Put all this in our notes.
I don't even know.
Okay. Can y'all hear the fan? If so, I can turn it
Mm. No, I don't. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me put my other headphone on. No, I don't hear it.
down. Okay. Cool, because it's the AC.
No, we're fine. But yeah, so it's been busy here, and I don't have any training days, but I have 3 daughters, so that's enough training for me alone.
That's true.
Yeah,
I have a little brother, and he's exhausting, so
Yeah.
I could not imagine.
yeah. It's in one of my children, my middle child. It's her birthday. Her birthday's actually tomorrow,
Oh,
and
no, that's not good.
but with the pandemic, we've been like we spread the birthday out for her, so she had like 4 close friends over one day. She had parents, and then saw another friend. And tomorrow, my wife has the day off, and we're just gonna grill and all that fun stuff.
Sounds good.
Oops.
Sounds like she's having a good birthday. How old is she?
She is 8. She'll be 8 tomorrow.
That's how old my little brother is.
Yeah, she'll be 8 tomorrow. She starts school on, well, tomorrow's Wednesday. She starts school on Thursday.
Is it like online or is it in person?
She had the choice. She could either go 5 days in person or 5 days at home, and we're gonna attempt 5 days in person for her because the way she learns, she needs to be in school.
Yeah, I did I failed a class one time in high school, so you could either do summer school or instead of having like first period off, you could come in and take it online, but you had to take it at the school. And even that, like doing it online, I was like, I'm not retaining any of this. I was like, I'm literally memorizing this to get through this test, and then
To get
all
through
that
it.
information went away.
Get in
not-
and get out.
Yeah, and it didn't help that there was a website that had almost all of our quizzes on it with the answers. So
Yeah.
I would just cheat.
That's how it goes. Get through it. But we're not here to talk about homeschooling because I can do that on another show. I can give you guys all the tips. I'm a homeschool master. I've been doing it a long time, since March 13th. But I do have a lot of experience with children, so we can do that another show. We're here tonight to talk about you, your wrestling, how you get started, and then we're gonna I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about Mission Pro Wrestling, which I am thoroughly excited about.
Me too.
Thoroughly, I think that's the right word, thoroughly. But through my research, you debuted in 2018.
Correct.
Correct. What was that experience like? Your first time in the ring. What was the feeling?
Like for a match?
Yeah.
For a match, it was pretty nerve wracking. I had done managing at that promotion before, which is kind of what led me into getting my first match there. So I was used to like the crowd, which I'm really thankful for because there's a very specific kind of crowd at
Heavy metal, right?
at heavy metal. Yeah, they're very very lively. And like usually they're a pretty good crowd. Like they get intense, but they're usually pretty respectful. Like it's all in good fun. But yeah, it was crazy. It was a tag match, so there was a lot of moving parts, but less to remember.
Yeah.
And I could take a break on the apron and kind of like I just had to remember in parts basically. I would like get through one part, tag out, and then be like, okay, what's my next part? Like, what's my next cue?
Did you grow up? Oh, go ahead. You had more?
No, keep going.
Oh, I was gonna say, as a kid, as a youngster, was wrestling big in your household? What was your first memory?
So yeah, my dad's a huge wrestling fan, and he's
Alright.
watched it since I was like a baby. So it was always like a thing in my house. I don't think I started paying attention to it until I was flipping through channels with my sister, and we came across like I think it was a Tough Enough one day, and then that was kind of cool. And then I was flipping through channels and I saw Kelly, and I was like, who is she? And I was hooked. And then I went and told my dad, and I was like, Dad, I think this is the show you watch. And he was like, the show I've been trying to make you watch since you were an infant. And I was like, yeah, it looks cool. What is it?
Oh, that's funny. Did you have a how old were you at this time when you were running the Kelly in all clicks?
Think I was like 10 or 11, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe like, actually, more probably like 11 or 12, like one of those.
Yeah. Where was that aha moment where you're like, this thing I fell in love with as a kid with my dad, I have that relationship, that bond, but here's the aha moment that pops into your head. This is something I can do. This is something I would like to do when I get older.
My first live event.
Attending the live event, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we didn't really like, grow up super, super wealthy, and
Yeah.
WWE shows can be quite expensive.
Yes, they are.
So we
Thunderdome's
saved up.
free though.
That's for true.
That's right.
But we saved up, and we went to Clash of Champions or Night of Champions, whatever it used to be called.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Nobody knows the name.
Yeah, it was something of Champions.
Yeah.
And we had pretty good seats for it, and I was ecstatic, and it was crazy. And I just remember watching the women's match, and it was Nikki Bella versus Charlotte for the title, for the Divas title. And I was like, that's it. That's what I want to do. That's what, like, I want to be them. And my dad, I think, just thought it was like a phase because I was so hyped up from the show. And that was when I was like, I want to do this. And then whenever I was like, oh, I could actually do this, I met Booker T, and he told me about his school, and it was like the first tangible piece of like the first step into actually doing it, because I wanted to do it, but I didn't know how. And then when Booker told me about his school, I was like, oh, this is like actually something I can do. Like,
yeah, there's a school for this. No online learning for Booker T's school.
There actually is.
Oh, there is.
Not all the time, but he does like online seminars.
Yeah. Where did you run into Booker T to learn about the school?
My Kroger's by my house. So
you were grocery shopping?
Yeah.
What was Booker T?
I fought with my dad about having to go grocery shopping that day too.
Yeah. What did you just run into Booker T in the aisle? Was he buying like cereal or?
Yeah, I don't know what he was buying, but he was definitely grocery shopping. And
there.
I smacked my sister and told her that's Booker T.
Yeah.
And she said, "Who's Booker T?" And I almost disowned her.
You almost slapped her.
Yeah. And then I told her that he was a WWE wrestler. And I was like, she said, go talk to him. And I told her no. And I left to a different aisle. And then I came back and she was talking to him.
Oh,
and I was mortified, but that's okay.
That is amazing. And so that's the school you went to train and get your first chops in? Got your foot in the door. What was that like? What's that experience like?
It was great. It's still great. I still train there. It's amazing. I love it so much. I definitely think it's the best school in Texas. Like, I haven't obviously spent a long time training at any other school, but I've had the chance to, go through other schools. And I just, like, first of all, Booker T trains you. So, that in and of itself is like a step up. And then all the trainers were trained by him, so it's still his learning tree. And then we have a really, really great facility, and we're really lucky because we have like 3 different rings, a whole gym. It's crazy.
Insane. What's the best piece of advice Booker T gave you?
Best piece of advice Booker gave me? I think slow down probably was like the one I got the most from him.
That's some
that and the fact that I had lazy legs.
Well, lazy legs. What does that mean?
I don't know how to jump because I'm bad at it, and so anytime you're slow in the ring, like slow moving, when you're supposed to be running and things, or you don't jump very high, he tells you you have lazy legs, and I was one of those people. I still am a little bit, but I'm better.
You're better.
But yeah, I think it's a common thing for like a lot of people at the beginning is they go so fast they think they need to like 1,000,000 miles an hour all the time.
Yeah.
But it's only a certain places you need to go a million miles an hour. And so I got the slow down one a lot too. And I never really made it, like, it never clicked because he always said that if you go too fast, you miss moments and you can't get moments back in matches. And I thought he meant spots. Like, I thought he meant I would miss a spot I was supposed to do. And I was like, no, I won't. I can remember it. But he meant like moments, like creating like a memorable,
telling a story,
tangible, emotional connection between you and like the crowd and stuff. If you go too fast, you miss those. And I got that now, but it took a second to like drill it into my head because I got that note a lot.
That's funny. I just picture Booker T like buying Rice Krispies, and these two girls come up to him.
Yeah, that's why I told her no, because I was like, he's trying to buy groceries. He doesn't care about two little girls. Like,
he's just out of the store.
She was like, he's used to it, and I was like, no.
Were your dad was a big wrestling fan, as you said. So your dad was very supportive for you. Your mom supportive as well?
I took her a little bit more. She used to watch it with my dad sometimes. But like, I don't think she understands it as much as my dad does. So like, some things kind of like go over her head, but in a very mom-like way.
Yeah.
And it's cute though. I think it's cute. It's cute right now. There's one match she came to watch me live, and my bottoms had risen up a little bit over the bottom of my bum, and my mom was sitting front row, and I was standing on the apron, and she got out of her seat and walked over to the apron to tell me that my butt cheek was not fully in my pants. In the middle of it, in a live event, she tapped me and she said, "Pull your pants." And I was mortified.
Oh my goodness, that would be
so like things like this. Yes,
that would definitely be my wife for sure.
I would say that would be me too.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was. Thinking back on it, because I was, getting booed. I was a bad guy. I should have used it and been like,
right.
"Stop it, mom," and like been like super over the top about it. But I was for real. So like, what is happening?
Should have turned and chopped her.
No, I would never. Maybe my dad.
You mentioned how you were flipping through the channels. You saw Kelly, fell in love with it. Ran into Booker T, buying salami or ham or whatever it was he was buying. And that was what you wanted to do. Did you have an athletic background? Did you play sports as a kid? Were you into drama, acting, improv? What do you got there?
Yes. So I did dance in color guard when I was in high school, and then I also did theater. So I was into both of those things.
Yeah. And I know we've had someone else on here that was doing wasn't even a wrestling fan. All she did was dance. It was either
Gabby or Casey.
Yeah, Gabby or Casey. But theater plays Psycho Mike from Canada was into theater. Did improv. It's part of the arsenal. That's what I tell my daughter. My daughter's 11. Well, 11 and 8, and then the youngest one's 3, and they love wrestling. I've said this 1,000 times on here. One of them knows how to work, can go with it, knows exactly like how to make themselves light if I'm playing around with them. And then my oldest daughter is like a New Japan worker, man. She is stiffer than stiff.
Man.
So, but they do gymnastics and sports, and they're dramatic. So they're dramatic. That's the word. But I tell my daughter all the time, if that's something you like wrestling because they watch it with dad, then just keep doing gymnastics. Just keep being athletic because.
Yeah, for sure. I wish I had done some type of gymnastics to help with, the being able to jump and have balance and things. Yeah. Dance helped with balance and things, but gymnastics would have helped with like body control and, the flippy stuff.
Yeah.
If I was ever so inclined.
Yeah. Yeah. I've said this multiple times on here. My oldest daughter has finally mastered her backflip. So she does it literally wherever we are, like grocery store, living room, walking through the hall, just like a cartwheel, then a backflip.
No.
And I said one day, um, you could do a moonsault, honey. You can do a backflip.
She could.
You can do a moonsault. She's like, well, what is that? So I had to show her. Then she goes, that's a backflip, but they're not landing it. I was like, yeah, that's right. You gotta fall on your
You
stomach.
gotta fall on your belly.
Yeah. So of course that opened a can of worms, and I'm putting cushions on our living room floor, and they're trying to do it off the couch, and then I'm like, okay, I'm in over my head. Enough. Done. Someone's gonna break their neck. Done.
Yeah, I can do it on a trampoline or
Yeah.
from like an elevated surface.
Yeah. She yeah, the couch wasn't elevated enough for me. I won't let them do it on the trampoline because our trampoline's just not big enough. And
Yeah.
so they do it off of. We have a pool, and there's a deck, obviously, and then there's like a railing on the deck that goes around the deck. They'll stand on that railing and flip off of that into the pool, and they're not supposed to. Like, I don't allow it, but they're kids and they don't listen. So, but man, their belly flops off the moonsault are amazing. They're Kurt Angle style. But
That's wild.
yeah. So who knows?
Yeah, I envy people who can just jump and flip around and have springs in their legs.
Yeah, they don't stop, man. I don't know what it is. They don't have lazy legs, that's for sure.
No.
No. But let's get to your character now. How would
What
you
character? I don't have a character. It's
exactly?
just me.
That's a good point. Shame on the standing streamer. Let's get to the House of Rose. For the people in the chat that don't really know anything about you, maybe they've never heard of you. And it's Rachel, right?
Yes.
Right. Awesome. Thank you. Sorry, Vanessa. I had to double check. House of Rose. For people not here, why don't you inform them a little bit who you are, what you do, and a little bit about your style and stuff like that.
I am Raychell Rose. I am the queen of House Rose. And I wrestle and I win matches. And I make people bend the knee. And
Would you say you
it's
make
fun.
people bend a knee?
Yeah.
I like that. You have a Game of Thrones influence, I could say. Yeah?
Yes, I am. I do love me some Game of Thrones. I don't know, like, you know, there's people on there that got some stuff done. They knew what they were doing, and might have stolen a little bit from them. You know,
Borrowed is the word we like to use.
borrowed,
You'll give it back.
reinvented,
Reinvented.
Inspired.
Inspired.
exactly.
That's a great question. Inspired. Who inspires you in the ring? Ring work, promo work, both?
I love Daenerys. I love her later season vibes. And as far as other wrestlers,
Mm-hmm.
I love Paige. I always thought she was very cool. She was very different from the rest. And I loved the Bellas. I thought they were amazing.
Very underrated, actually, in my opinion.
Yes.
Although I didn't put them on my top 5 recently, but they are
makes
underrated.
Me very upset.
What
Those
does?
were some queens.
Yeah.
People underrating the Bellas or giving them hate. You
Yeah.
want to put some respect on the Bella name?
Well, just
We're gonna have issues.
look at Evolution. It had Nikki Bella and Ronda Rousey in the first women's all pay-per-view, and that was a hell of a match.
It was. Nikki's, like, I feel like as far as adapting styles and like changing with the times, Nikki Bella is severely underrated.
Extremely underrated. Brian and Thunder Rosa with Mission Pro Wrestling. What do they mean to you? What's some words that can describe them?
Dedicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thunder's the hardest worker ever. She goes crazy anytime she's in that ring. I've had the chance to be in the ring against her. I've had the chance to be tag team champions with her. I've had the chance to just kind of watch her and learn from her. And she definitely has a very like all or nothing mindset. Like she sets her mind to it and she does it. And I think that the sky is the limit if she keeps the right mindset and attitude about this.
Yeah.
And anything she wants to do, really. She's done some MMA type things,
Yeah.
which is crazy. Kudos to her. Yeah, and then any show I've ever seen Brian at, he's always working. He's always doing something. He's a very jack of all trades type person. I feel like he's the guy to go to if you need help doing anything at a show.
We had Thunder on here a few times, but most recently, she was talking about these custom matches that basically people on Mission Pro Wrestling could submit and donate money and get their own custom match done. Have you had to do any of those?
No,
Yeah.
I have not. I feel like I have a very, like, I have a style of wrestling, and I know what I enjoy doing and what I'm more comfortable with. And I mean, I'm a bossy person. I don't like people telling me what I have to do. So I let the people who are better at those things kind of take the control and get their money and get their orders and promote them that way. But yeah, kudos to them, because I've heard the shoots are very long and strenuous.
Yeah. So when I found out about Mission Pro Wrestling as being all female, and then I saw this show coming up September 18th, Hell Hath No Fury, I was like, I am all on board. Take my money. I'm ready to go. As a dad of 3 women, I'm ready. This is what I want them to witness. You're on that card.
I am.
What does it mean to you, first of all, to be in this promotion, all female in all aspects? What does it mean to you? And how are you excited to be going up against Miss, forgot her name, Elena Black?
Don't worry, it's not surprising you forgot.
Yeah, I didn't even have it in the notes.
That's because it's my interview, okay?
That's right.
But no, I'm excited. I think women understand women and understand women's wrestling very, very much more than guys will. And I don't think that's a knock to guys. I think it's just gonna happen because they understand what we do and what we go through and what we've been through. And it's very nice to have a locker room that you'll walk into and be comfortable in, and there's a female perspective on everything from booking to locker room situations. Like, it's the smallest details. Having women in charge changes that and changes the way things are booked and things are done and procedures to make it for women. So I think it'll be very cool, and I'm very excited.
Now, it's September 18th. You're taking on Elena Black. I don't know anything about her. So how do you feel about this contest? And why don't you just give us a little insight?
Elena. She seems cool.
Sorceress of Sin, I've heard.
Yes, that does seem to be her nickname there. She's very new.
Green, would you say?
Yeah, I could say green. She definitely has a lot to learn. She's been running her mouth a lot, apparently, and bless her heart. I think she thinks that will help her coming into Texas. And
Hi.
Oh, shit.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
No,
is this her rib?
I just decided to tune in, and I hear you saying all these things. I figured you might as well say it to me.
Sorry, this is my interview. I don't know how things work in Chicago.
It's our interview now. In Chicago, we have manners. I don't know about in Texas.
Manners. Oh.
Sometimes you just share the space. The spotlight is not all yours. And
since when?
I just think you needed to be humbled. So here I am. I'll be there very soon to continue to humble you, which I think the rest of the fans would also love to see. So
okay, first of all,
I'm just giving them what they want.
First of all, Elena, hello, hi, nice to see you. You're cute. You're cute.
I know.
I'm very excited to be in the ring with you, actually, and watch you bend the knee and learn some manners and respect yourself, because you might be a hot newcomer in Chicago, but here in Texas, I run it. Okay, I'm the queen. Okay. So
And
when you
know
get down
what?
here, make sure you bring those manners with you.
Maybe that's what you think, but I feel like the majority of the fans are definitely on my side. As you can read on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, literally anywhere and everywhere the show is being promoted, all I've been hearing is my name being rooted for. So
Oh,
I'm just saying, I respect you. I'm so excited to work with you. I've seen your stuff, but the thing is, I'm gonna give the fans what they want, and that's about
your card tricks? Is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna come down here with your card tricks and think that's enough to beat me?
People like card tricks.
I know you think it's all fun and games, but I don't have to say much. I can just show you.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I will see you in the ring, and maybe you can learn more about those manners that you claim to have so much of.
I'm all for openness and learning. So you know what? Maybe I can learn a thing or two from you. You can definitely learn a thing or two from me. So that's
About how to lay on my back and take a 3 count?
all right. That's how you want to play this. So we can play this. But
I'll see you in September.
all right.
Wow. First of
What
all,
was that? You just bring people into hijack interviews? What are we doing here?
I said this to Vanessa before. We need to start changing the ID link on this Zoom, because sooner or later that was going to happen. I want to apologize.
Was this a setup? Because I don't take kindly to being tricked.
I am a CM Punk fan, so I do have a tendency
Yeah, so is she. All she does is rip off CM Punk and do card tricks.
I don't know exactly how she got that link. Maybe Punk's the hacker gave her the ID. I don't quite know. But I do apologize. Me and Vanessa here at Putting You Over, I'm sorry for that, for her interrupting. Hopefully we can continue.
Don't know what kind of ship y'all are running over here.
Not very professional. I mean, we couldn't even get the mics working. The air conditioning doesn't work in here. I did apologize, Houston Kurt. I did in the chat. Geez, I need to gather myself. But that should be a good match. The Sorcerer of Sin, Elena Black, yourself, the House of Rose, September 18th at Mission Pro Wrestling. What I like to do, Rachel, at the end of every show, we've put in some links in the chat here tonight, but I am going to give you the mic, the proverbial imaginary mic that I'm handing you, and you can put over anything you want. You can bury anything you want. You can say anything you want. The show is actually yours now, so the floor is yours.
Well, first of all, hope y'all enjoyed that little interruption from Miss Elena Black. You can watch me make her bend the knee at Hell Hath No Fury for Mission Pro Wrestling, and I will thoroughly enjoy that after this little sabbatical she took here. I don't even think that's the right word. I'm all brain puzzled.
Yeah, me too.
Anyways, I'll teach her some manners. I'll make her bend the knee, and I'll take the 1, 2, 3 victory. But before that and after that, you can find me on social media. You can find me at It's Raychell Rose on Instagram and Twitter. You can find me at Raychell Rose on Facebook. You can find me at It's Raychell Rose on Twitch. I know you have Twitch. You're watching it right now. You can find me on Pro Wrestling Tees if you just search Raychell Rose, and you can find me on my brand new Patreon if you search Raychell Rose and bend the knee and subscribe to the Queen, House Rose.
Excellent. Bend the knee. They're saying that your mic is a little low, and Elena must have hacked. Elena must have hacked the mic.
Get off my mic, Elena.
How dare she?
Square.
September 18th, Mission Pro Wrestling. You ran through all of those links: Twitter, Instagram. It's Raychell Rose. Twitch, is that the same one?
What are we doing?
Look, he's taking down the
Go away.
Elgato.
Holy, this is breaking down like so
Elena?
fast.
Jeez.
Me and you're gonna have problems. You're having people run into my studio. You're breaking up my interview. You're messing with my mic. I'm tired of it.
It's tired, and you'll handle that September 18th when you make her bend the knee. 1, 2, 3. Elena Black out. Yes.
Done.
Now,
Send her back to Chicago.
before I let you go, bend the knee. Can I get that on a shirt at Pro Wrestling Tees?
You for sure can. You can get House Rose on a shirt. You can get the banner on a shirt, and you can get Bend the Knee on a shirt at Pro Wrestling Tees.
Awesome. Jake M. Larson in the Twitch chat says she is killing it on her new Patreon. Support her page. What type of perks can I get for that?
You can get exclusive training content. You can get exclusive photo shoots. You can get early exclusive reminders for things such as this.
Nice.
You can get the links and everything. I send them directly there, so you don't have to go search for them. You get insight into the life of a queen, my interests, my hobbies. You get full match photo shoots, any ringside photos I get from matches, discounts on merch, free merch, exclusive looks into new merch that's coming out, all kinds of things.
And you said you had a Twitch, which I didn't even realize that.
I do have a Twitch.
That's awesome. What do you stream on there? What do you play?
I play Apex every once in a while when I'm feeling froggy, but most of the time I usually try and host other channels.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just kind of.
I tried Apex. I wasn't into it. I'm also getting older, so my reflexes are down on those first-person shooters. So I just stick to sports. But awesome. So there you go. It's Raychell Rose, September 18th. Hell hath no fury. I think I said that correctly. Against Elena Black, and she's gonna make her bend the knee. 1, 2, 3. Blackout.
Yeah, Elena Black's definitely gonna black out.
Yeah.
That should be her new slogan.
Shit, I blacked out. I blacked out to Raychell Rose.
Truly.
Yeah, right?
Step 1, bend the knee. Step 2, blackout. Step 3, lose the match.
That's right. It's that simple. It's that simple.
Truly.
I want to thank you for coming on tonight and being so patient with us and all that fun stuff. And I look forward to not only this show, but more from you in the ring, everything with Mission Pro, all of that fun stuff. So thanks for coming by tonight, Raychell.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, anytime. Anytime. We'll be in touch. All right. Awesome, Vanessa.
Whew.
It was good.
Are we done? Are we off?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're done. It's the problem I have with this live show. Like I don't hit a start and stop. I don't record. Like everything we do is just live. So
Yeah, I didn't know.
No,
when it
it's fine.
started either, and I was like,
it's fine. And you know the weirdest part about it is like sometimes when I'll put out a promotional tweet or a tweet, you know, a PR tweet, I'll say show kicks off at 9, blah 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 is coming on at 9:30, and I do that because it's confusing sometimes. It's confusing. Like if you know you're going to be on this show and you see us put out a tweet that says the show starts at 9, you're like, well, wait a minute. Wait, am I supposed to be there? And then you come in. So it is, it's challenging. And then I am so impatient. Like I saw you show up and I wasn't quite sure what to do. Like I didn't know if I should chill and do what I normally do till 9:30 and then bring you in. And we've gone through this before, Vanessa. And I can't help myself. So I'm just like, screw it. We'll just go. I'm bringing her in. We're going to start the show right now. The show's live anyway, so might as well do it. So you didn't do anything wrong. It's all us. Don't worry about it.
okay.
I appreciate it. Go give your brother-in-law his brother-in-law, right? That's what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give him his setup. Gosh, and I'll pass along his Twitch handle to Vanessa so I can check him out for sure as well. So, yeah. Thanks again, Raychell.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah,
I will
anytime.
send that to Vanessa now.
Yeah, anytime. Anytime for sure.
Alrighty. I'll talk to you later.
Yep, later. Bye. Yeah, great. Great show. Phenomenal.
This guy's called the Standing Streamer. champ is here!